to return to the subject of corporate prayer, reflecting on lessons we can learn from the 1921 revival. And there's this remarkable account in the Christian Herald of the day of the scenes that happened in Great Yarmouth, where prayer meetings were happening there, as they were in Lowestoft and every other place where the revival went. And this is what it said. Each morning service for intercession, requests for prayer literally poured in. Any morning might be seeing church folk who are Congregationalists, Baptists, Wesleyan, Plymouth Brethren, Salvation Army and Nonconformists. And the whole area of the church was packed, in spite of the fact that all that week Great Yarmouth had been in the grip of a blizzard. For the whole of that hour there was no hymn singing, no talking, only intercession. And as the requests for prayer came up, they were read out, and immediately someone would pray for that request. Sometimes we had 4 people praying at once. But here is the remarkable thing. Not only did these requests for prayer pour in at the rate of 200 a day, but during that last week in Great Yarmouth, never was there a meeting for intercession, but as some requests were read out, someone would get up and say, "Glory, that is answered." And we would put that request on one side. Every day, intercession, every day, answers to prayer. A prayer meeting is a wonderful thing when something happens. We never had a prayer more than a minute long. Revival kills long prayers. People do not talk nonsense at the throne of grace. Those people were real. They were praying for their relations, for backsliders, for something definite. And we had sentence prayers spoken all over the church, and God answering all the time. I think there's something to learn from that. As I find today, obviously we've been quite involved in prayer, corporate prayer, with our Enough prayer meetings, and the prayersofmany.org website gives you a bit of detail about that if you're not familiar with it, and also written this little book, The Prayers of Many, which tries to help sort of give some practical and stirring thoughts about reclaiming corporate prayer as the engine room of the local church. But the thing that strikes me from this account is the simplicity. So people didn't pray for more than a minute. The organisation of it, requests were noted, answers were noted. Sometimes people prayed more than one person at a time. There was no singing or preaching. It was straight down to business, as it were, sleeves up, let's intercede. Now what I find today is that many people are nervous of prayer meetings, put off attending prayer meetings, whether online or real, in person, for several reasons. And one of them is that they feel intimidated, thinking, I don't know if I could pray out loud. I might have to pray a long prayer. I'm not very good with words. I might get all muddled up. And as this account shows us, a 1 minute long prayer was bringing about revival fire with simple requests, simple thanksgiving, and an organised way of being able to check and come back to and note when a prayer had been answered. So the prayers were definite requests for specific things. So I think organisation and empowerment within prayer meeting organisation might help us see the prayers of many, which is one of the reasons we called this book The Prayers of Many, to see many people again reintroduced confidently into corporate prayer in church life.